Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how I've made this sterling silver wire jewellery set. So I've made a bracelet, I've also made a ring, I've made a pair of earrings and also a pendant. So this design is based on a motif design I showed you already how to make using the wire wrap technique, and I have soldered the motif together to create this jewellery set, and I'm going to show you how I've made it today. I'm also going to just apologize for the angle of my video. I was supposed to film the video horizontally and I mistakenly did it vertically, so you'll see a difference in me trying to change the angle that I was filming at. It was quite challenging trying to do everything at once. If you like to see how I've made this jewellery set, keep on watching. Center on your round nose pliers, wrap one wire around, bring this forward, just forming the shape of the pliers. Use your round nose pliers and spiral the ends. Do both sides. Like that. So you need to make lots of these wire motifs. Gently hammer just to work harden the wires. Measure your ring size by wrapping a piece of string or some wire around your finger. Like this. Remove it. Open up this wire and measure the length to get your ring size. Use a piece of string or some wire and wrap around the widest part of your hand to get the size you need for your bracelet. Remove the wire and measure this on a ruler. Lay out your motif alongside the wires you've just used to measure your ring size and your bracelet. I have arranged my motif in a pleasing shape that I like, so these two will be earrings and that one will be a pendant. The motifs have been arranged in a mirror image, so it makes these beautiful patterns. I will be soldering at this point here and here, just joining these two wires together to make one piece. So make sure everything is in place and we're about to solder. I am applying some flux. Flux is a liquid that helps the solder to flow while soldering. It also protects the area that I'll be soldering. The pieces are moving about, just make sure. Put everything back in place and apply some flux. The flux I'm using is called Borax, and I'll just show you. This is it. I'm going to just gently dry off a bit of flux, and then I'm going to apply my solder. I'm now cutting up some solder that I'll be using to solder my pieces. Generally I use a solder strip, and this is what it looks like. Just cutting up small pieces. To use. Just positioned where I want my solder joint to be. To solder the ring and the bracelet, I have positioned my solders at this point. Got one here, here. So basically where the wires meet, as we'll be forming it around a mandrel. So we want it to be very secure. So I've got a solder here, this point, got one here, and here. So just basically where the wires meet. So when you form it around the mandrel, it'll be very secure. Gently form your ring around a mandrel, and I'm using a rawhide hammer. So basically this just helps to form the ring shape around the mandrel. Be careful not to use a metal hammer, as this can stretch the ring and make it too big. I'm now going to solder these two joints together to form my ring. And then I'll clean up this metal in a pickling solution. Repeat the same step. Form your bracelet around a round object. I don't have my bracelet mandrel at the moment, so I'm just using a regular bottle to form the bracelet shape around, and I'm using my rawhide hammer, which helps to shape the bracelet before soldering it. I'm now going to do my final soldering, closing the ring, the bracelet and the ring, and clean up this metal. I've done the final soldering. I'm just now shaping the bracelet. There you go. I'll do the same for the ring, and the next step is to clean this metal and do the final filing and get it all nice and shiny. Do the same with the ring. I've done the final soldering. Just gently hammering, so this just helps to shape and form the ring. I have now put my pieces in my safe pickle solution. So this liquid will basically clean off all the oxides and the flux you occur during soldering, and will clean up the metal very nicely. So I'll leave that in for a few minutes. My piece has been removed from the pickling solution. I'm now using warm soapy water to clean, and a brush to clean the metal and bring out that shine. So after I've done this, I would then use a file just to file any sharp solder bits to make it nice and smooth. So I'll carry on doing this to all my pieces, and I'll show you the next step. The wires melted here, but I quite like it. It just gives it a different look there. I quite like that design. So this is what it looks like. My pieces are now nice and clean. I've washed them. The next step now is so this one will be a pendant, and these two will be earrings. So I'll make earring hooks to hang. This is the ring, and this is the bracelet. I'm just going to roughly polish it, which will be the final step, ready to be worn. I'm now using a file just to go over any sharp solder joints. I'll do this all the way around, feeling the piece for any uneven bits, and just file that down. Okay, so I'll do that with all my pieces. Let me check for the size, and it's a perfect fit. I'm going to carry on filing, and I'll show you the final result. Gorgeous sterling silver bracelet. I have gone ahead and I have made 3 jump rings and attached to the earrings. I'm now going to make an earring hook and hang on the top jump ring to wear. I'll do that off camera, and I'll show you the final piece. I've gone ahead and I've attached 3 jump rings at the top. So these are the earrings. I've also made a 3rd one, so this is the pendant. I've gone ahead and attached a sterling silver chain to the pendant, and I'm wearing the ring. And the last thing we made is the bracelet. It's a gorgeous bracelet. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care of yourselves. Bye.